Observe what happens when I take my special box, and the box has a plastic sheet on the back, and it can move in and out. I can let it go like that, and I direct that at the candle flame sitting on the stand. Notice how it moves? To make the movement of air visible, I'm going to take two chemicals. One is ammonia, you can just use household ammonia, and place that into a lid from a bottle. A deep lid is best so it doesn't spill easily. And the second chemical is muriatic acid, also known as hydrochloric acid, also available locally. And you'll notice that when these two come together, it produces a white smoke. I'm going to set these inside my special box. So that the box will fill up with the smoke, and then I can send out a smoke ring. Notice how it moves towards the camera. Now I'll direct that at the flame again, and notice how the flame goes out. So let me repeat that once more. When I miss it, we could cause the flame to move a little bit. When I hit the flame, it almost goes out. And if I hit it right, I can turn it off, put it out. We can also do this reaction in slow motion, so you can watch the smoke come out as I release the plastic at the back. And notice how it turns. So note that as the smoke comes out, it comes out and it goes around like this. And on this side it goes like that, and the whole thing then forms a ring, almost a donut. And you ask the question, why does it do that? Well, when the air comes out of the box and through this hole, it comes out at a higher speed than the surrounding air. And one of the principles of moving fluids, and fluids are gases or liquids, is that when they move faster than the surroundings, they create a lower pressure. And so as the air moves out, a low pressure is created in this region here, and so the air that's on the outside, which is then at a higher pressure, moves in. And so we have then the air coming in like this. So the low pressure is the air moving out, the higher pressure is the air around it, and that then tends to form a smoke ring as the air moves out. That is also known as Bernoulli's principle. So a fast-moving fluid creates a low pressure. So what would happen if we have a square hole? So I've made my box so that I can slip a square hole over the opening, and we can then again send out a smoke ring. And notice that the ring forms. It doesn't form a square, but again it forms a circle. So it doesn't matter what the shape of our hole is, the smoke comes out as a ring. We can also make a smaller opening by putting a smaller hole over it. And that forms then a smaller ring. And it goes out faster. How do we form the smoke? Well, the ammonia, which we have in here, gives off ammonia gas. So it's an aqueous solution. It gives off ammonia gas, and we represent that with the formula NH3. The muriatic acid, which we find in this bottle, gives off hydrogen chloride gas, HCl, hydrogen chloride gas. And they combine chemically to form ammonium chloride, which is made up of white crystals, very small white crystals, which then become visible as smoke. So these are then responsible for the smoke that is formed as the two gases combine together. So how can you make one of these smoke boxes? Well, basically, I just have a sturdy box measuring about 30 centimeters by 30 centimeters. The actual dimensions are not critical. And I have clear plastic on the back. It doesn't have to be clear. I'm using the clear plastic so you can see inside the box as well. And that's been taped on with packaging tape to hold the plastic in place. In the center, I have a block of wood on both the inside, so that's inside here, as well as the outside, and I join them together with a screw that I put through a cap from a bottle so that I can hold it and pull it in and out. On the inside of the box, the block here, I placed two screw hooks in the corners, and I've attached then elastics to them, and the elastics are attached to a paper clip that I've actually fastened on the corner here. So you can see where the wire is from the paper clip, right here, and that goes through the box and then holds the other end of the elastic, and we have another one in the opposite corner. So there's another wire here from the paper clip which sticks through the box, comes out the corner, and I can hook my elastic onto that. So the two elastics that you see inside the box, so you see the elastic there, is hooked into the corner, and we have the same thing then to the opposite corner. And so when I pull the back, the elastic stretch, and when I release it, it sends out the air then at a high speed and creates then the smoke ring.